the Lissandra support come out. So we saw this a little bit. I remember Mickey X playing this a while back. In this, and they would like stop moving before they exploded. And they also made it so they now follow targets into the brush.
He's getting in there. He's ghosting for this kill, and BD's going to have to flash away just like that in the solo 1v1. There's an interruption on the dash, by the way. We already got to see if Palu is going to go back in. And BD's just dead. It's just a 1v1 kill solo by Faker, and now they're rooting the bottom lane. Palu's just dead too. And that's 2 kills for T1, 3 minutes into the game.
Just shoot. This is just huge. We'll see how this panned out. So obviously he ghosted. This is the initial play to get him low. Ghosted on him, and BD only has TP, so doesn't have a response combat summoner. And then BD's trying to walk up, and I assume he flashes on him.
Yeah. I think BD assumes he doesn't have mana.
Yeah, you actually looked. Faker's mana just BD is.
Yeah. Cuz level 5 still, doesn't look like he's going to be able to do too much. But does want to roam on over as the Change of Corruption going to catch Keria, and he's not level 6, so he is just dead. Gets flashed on by the Varus, aiming here with a nice look. They catch him in transition towards that Drake. That does mean that owner's going to have to pull off of that one. Perfect trying to go ahead and proxy here. He's going to go with the Dominus right as the Gnar comes out.
And honestly, proxying has kind of been buffed. I was actually trying to contest here. But I think he's going to be scared away by all the members here. Yeah, proxying's been kind of buffed because the area which counts is in lane. So where Piff...
Yeah.
Okay. Looks like KT trying to contest this.
There's a lot of shouting I can hear on the stage, so they're certainly trying to make some kind of play, as there is the engage from Keria. Presses his R button. Owner getting pretty low, but already Cuz goes down as aiming full health, but he doesn't have a front line anymore. BDD just has to flash out of there, but the chase is on. It looks like he's just going to wall himself out as Pace ends up finishing up the dragon, and that's 2 dragons now for T1 with the Mountain Soul on the... Doran just doesn't really care about Perfect anymore.
Yeah, I think early levels, Doran, actually, the top lane matchup wasn't going as well as you typically expect. Got set behind a bit in terms of...
Oh, okay, getting on in there. The exhaust to utilize, trying to really 100-0 owner, and they are going to be able to do that. A bit traded back, but only on to Palu, who is the support, and even Keria is getting pretty low. Not in this comp.
Not in this comp.
Yeah. Maybe with the Varus, but not really. Not the best.
Maybe we should pitch it, but like, guys, next time, switch your comp up, you know, not chatty enough.
All right, they're trying to make a play here onto the Wukong, who does not seem to have his clone, and it looks like Cuz is just dead. Even tried to flash out of that one and just gets hit by a giant boulder to the back of the head. Keria getting pretty low himself, but again, he is Lissandra with flash and heals. So T1, they find the pick themselves right before this dragon, and it might just be...
But still, it's a big lead for T1 right now. And what I am a little bit worried about is Pays...
Palu somehow backing here where they could see him. We do have a disengage cone in position, but it doesn't matter with this much CC. Although Palu
the
is going to flash on him, charm, and then just, well, die.
Yeah.
And...
not ideal.
Yeah.
The cooldowns, but it definitely didn't feel too hot.
Yeah. For not all too much. And Renekton's really not having a fun time against either of these solo laners as they're trying to engage a mini-Gnar here. Doran in a bit of a rough spot as the knockback comes out. They don't have all that much damage, but it is enough in the end.
Okay, nice pick.
Take him
down. Again, they've actually dodged a bullet here because if he was a little bit more further along, he'd be so much stronger.
Yeah, could have been so much worse as trying to go in onto Mega Gnar, not the best, I would say, as now we have the flank coming in from Perfect, trying to take down Doran. They will be able to do that, but now Owner goes in onto Cuz, who just gets burst down. They do, in fact, have the damage, and Pay's even looking for a bit more with that shift forward. So Palu very low, Cuz is down, and T1 can kind of just do whatever they want. I would imagine they'll look for this Mountain Soul.
It's such a weird engage, you know. Obviously, they did take down the Mega Gnar, but I felt like they just threw their front line at this bulky Gnar and just took so much damage in return. And in the end, not only did you give over the Mountain Soul, but now Faker's level up comes in. His Rod of Ages is completed. The next time you fight, he's going to have Actualizer.
Use the quickness just to try to barely survive. Like, that's not the engage synergy we were talking about. Could have been much better, as now Perfect in the side lane. He's got a big shield, but the smite comes in, and it looks like Perfect will just go down.
So
in
he
the
gives tenacity, which I don't think he needs, right? He has cleanse, but you know, why not?
Yeah, a little bonus, you know,
just
because I've seen this many a time.
Are you suggesting I'm cursing them a little bit?
No, I just think T1 has some tendencies sometimes.
Okay, we'll see. Well, so far things looking good, but Cuz is trying to make his way in, potentially for a steal.
Yeah, he's trying to get that engage going as Palu, and well, it wasn't much of anything, as now the Cyclone is going to go down, and a massive Doran to the wall! Doran wants to end this game right here, right now, and I think he just did. As Perfect on the run, but he should be the 4th casualty on the list. BDD also on the run, but Faker's just sprinting at him. Is trying to actualize all over BDD at this point in time, who is going to flash away, and the flash comes in from Faker. Nice knock away, actually, from BDD onto Keria. As they're really extending into the base beyond 2 turrets.
Who's tanking? Come on. Okay, Keria, you've got it. He's a little bit tanky, shield. Right? Got the shield. There's still, the mid-tier 2 is up, right? So definitely a little bit of an overstep there to try and chase down BDD right now. And Page trying to land the poke here.
Yep. Still a minute 30 on the Baron buff, so really just trying their best
TP
to push in.
Coming
Here's
in.
the TP, and this will be from Perfect with the Dominus procced already, but the rest of the team is so far away, and now aiming is all by his lonesome, is going to flash away, but the Realm Warp is coming in, and Faker wants to continue to actualize on this team. The exhaust is there, aiming is down, and the denial on the wall getaway from BDD is really going to put the nail in the coffin on this game number 1. 15-5 the kills.
You know, that recall was a great call, Perfect. You just stay in the fountain. No, I think there's a better place for you to be.
Yeah.
And that is in the fountain. Not much you can do here.
He's going to get rooted up by Keria, who just casually plays Lissandra support into Palu's Rakan, and wasn't even the main character of this game. I mean, he was good, but I think it was really just T1's ability as a team to shut down a team when they're playing very seriously that took the
game. But he can be so hard to pin down. So a lot of dive potential from KT, a lot of melees to stack up that Sejuani passive. You know, Beckler got that really good early trade level 1, which I assume didn't happen between BDD and Faker based on how the lane is now.
Doesn't seem that way, as now we do have the Sejuani and the Rek'Sai trying to get to work on the door, and the flash comes in, and he is so dead. First blood will go.
You get contribution towards it based on damage dealt to your lane opponent.
Yeah.
So you're rewarded for harassing them. Even if it feels like you're not doing damage, you see it ticking up.
And Deliverance does come in. Perfect's only level 5. It's not kill pressure just yet.
Able to do pretty good in the 1v1 matchup.
All right, BD does not have flash, and he's trying to go for a trade here up against Faker. Does utilize that perfect execution and does get away. As now Pei's getting engaged on down in the bottom lane. Is going to try to flash over this wall, and that he will. The stun does come in at range. Big rotation down from Owner and Faker, but the disengage does come through from KT.
Yeah, good gank here from Cuz to get that summoner spell. And obviously Owner able to find something on a BDD in the mid lane with the setup from Faker. Not the best mid-jungle combo in terms of gank pressure on Truck. You know, other than like Singed, I think Rek'Sai one of the better ones to just do this because it's almost...
Faker might just die here. He has to flash very close. As the 5-point strike almost caught him on the backside of that right before he flashed.
Here's his Frozen Tomb, and here's his, Glacial Prison. Okay, that makes sense.
It does. KT are getting to work here on this first streak, and Owner says you can have it. We don't have Canyon in this game to throw down a flag and steal it twice.
Yeah, fortunately, that's still just insane that happened twice. And on the Baron as well. But Cuz looking for Fake here. No flash.
Oh, and it's going to land. There you go. The Glacial Prison comes through, and Faker just trying to sweep him away. He's taking damage from the ranged minions even, and he is without a dash. Eventually just gets hit by the flail of Cuz and gives the assist over to BDD.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a serious question. Did Zeke's always look that cool?
I think so, yeah.
I feel like
pretty sure.
Maybe it's just because I often see it in the middle of a fight, and you can't see the full animation. but
also he kind of used to make fun of it.
Yeah.
The engage comes in. Pays, though, is just standing and firing. And yes, he gets a kill, but aiming is eating good tonight as he picks up the 80 carry. Not going to get carry as the glitter lance slow is too much, but still able to farm up and push the wave.
Yeah, I think KT happy with that generally in the fact that aiming gets to stay in the lane. Even though it's a 1-for-1, both AD carries get the kills. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have it mapped in my head exactly where all the limits are for the lanes.
Yeah, weird. We do have the flash coming in, but Pays in a bunch of trouble, slowed for basically forever. Even the wild throw, not enough, and the root comes through, and Ghost will rightfully take the kill. Justice for supports as Ghost is picking up, and once again, Pays goes down second time. Now the engage coming in on a Carrier, but not quite going to land that time around.
But, you know, you're still happy with that. Getting flashes from both the bot laners, kill onto Pays as well. KT making this work.
That's what I thought he would build Mikhail's. Like, I thought, okay, you're going Ghost, and your support's going to get Mikhail's to shore that up.
He's also going into Ghost on the other team.
He is, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point. So Cuz coming in here, giving the Heartsteel stack over to Owner. But will Owner go down is the question as the flash comes in, and he's just supremely dead. And even a root here onto Carrier, dash over the wall. Carrier, no flash once again, has the Turelias. And he's going to be okay for now.
Oh, are they... Okay, I thought they were going to just push the wave in and try and trap them, but no. They have
so. Kind of just
I thought he
trying to get a good trade on a Faker.
But Fake has ult, so probably better not to. A wise decision from BDD. not just to send it. A red-white access on this turret.
How did this happen?
Just a awkward reset time, I think, after they took the dragon.
It's just a first turret for T1, just based on that. And, I mean, KT had a really nice lead, and now the ult is going to miss, and Pays just goes out of there. Ult also not going to land from Cuz as BDD is here, though, and I think they should be able to get him down as the Shuriken does miss, but the job is done regardless. 2 kills for KT.
Pays in particular being targeted heavily and paying for it, but it's still...
turrets.
Yeah, T1 getting another tower. BDD has no ult here, so in this game, but not by as much as maybe you'd hope based on how many winning plays they've made so far. Unkillable.
Yeah, well, at a certain point in the game, sure.
I think
although with only Kanik, Rookern, and Zeeks, you're not doing all that great against over this one. Trying to get some wards down and trying to push out mid and bot. Perfect, just looking to TP into this play eventually. As BD looking to isolate Faker, he's going to get that barrier away from the Verdant barrier. Getting pretty low is this Drake now as the TP is coming in from Faker up to the top side of the fight. And now the engage from Doran going to get onto that backline. And the steal from Owner just gets it. A pretty nice engage from Ghost, though, as the sweep comes in, but Faker is so low. And the chase is on. Flash over the wall from aiming. That's going to be another kill. Takes down Carry on top of it. Double for aiming. As T1, they get the Drake, but they lose 3 for it as KT extend their lead.
And the super sub pays off. Ghost comes in and gets a massive ult there onto T1's backline. This is exactly the fight KT needed to continue the momentum. Getting a huge win there. They don't get the dragon, unfortunately, but honestly, I don't think it's that big of a deal. They get the mid lane tier 1.
I mean, it's 1 Ocean Drake that T1 got. Like, that's not worth.
Yeah.
Actually, any individual Drake, I think, after that would not be worth, given the size of this lead. As T1 say, cool story, Valdez. We're going to just start the Baron now. It's a T1 Baron.
Uh-huh.
And no TP on Perfect. But this takes a very long time, this day and age. This is not the T1 Barons of old. So they're just going to kind of send it and look to turn. Ghost getting a little bit low, but Carrier as well. And that's going to be the end of one of the supports as in goes Torn into that backline, just immediately dies. No res for him, and the T1 Baron looking more like a KT Baron at this point as the knockup comes in right before Faker can sweep them away.
Shuriken?
As we do see the Aphelios doing a lot of work, but not quite enough. BDD cleans it up, and that is a 5-for-0 ace in favor of KT.
Back-to-back, just perfect fights for KT. You know, it just didn't look like they had the game under the... And he really has. So, Ghost showing up in a big way. 80 carries, roll swapping the supports. Yes, they can absolutely do that.
Oh, we got the Grim Deliverance coming in here. Doran wants to punish Perfect, who is just going to tunnel away.
This champion is just... It's so unintuitive. He spent 80% of the laning phase just proxying, and he just tunnels away like 3 times when you try and kill him. It's so
before they're given any amount of time to deal damage.
Yeah.
And those targets that they're trying to deal damage to are even more tanky, have more levels. So at this state of the game, it doesn't really feel like a good steal angle. You've got a Mundo without. It is what it is. You need more items. You know, BDD can't gain any more levels at least.
When you're 10,000 gold down, they have Soul on Baron. That is just what you got to say. It is what it is. That's the only thing you can't say in that moment.
Yeah, it's that or, you know, FF go next, which of course in pro doesn't happen. But they will say, you know, go next in their minds. As KT looking to push with this Baron. Not all too aggressive from their standpoint, but still have all the buffs on the map currently.
That's the thing. Defending the base and stalling out.
Buttons and engaging. Get some space on this mid turret.
Okay, that was good. Made some progress. And they get an inhib tower. Oh, well, it's been rebuilt. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, Azir can do that too. Faker is trying to deal damage to level 20 perfect. It's not going all Sue.
Okay, but the Baron's down, and it's only 1 inhib tower broken, 1 inhib broken. So I think, honestly, still pretty defendable for T1. They're really stalling this game out and making KT work for it. But now Perfect's got an inroad here.
All right, they're going to actually try to engage on a perfect, and
that feels bad.
Well, you know, it is what it is.
Oh, that is such a beautiful statement. Who do you think would say it at that moment?
The flash at a pace. That's what you got to do. You know, I was
micro advantages. Oh, yeah.
Owner does have his flashback. Might need to use it here if he doesn't want to die. He's just going to throw his ult up and say this is good enough.
Okay, he tanked it. Nice.
Off. Yeah.
He just shook it off. He just said it is what it is, and he just powered through it. I like that energy.
Yeah.
He's full health again.
He's there with TP as well.
Yeah, the Elder spawned.
Do you think 13,000 gold is enough for KT? Do you think they have a lead? Enough of a lead?
I haven't seen them fight in so long. Who even knows anymore?
I have no idea. Owner's kind of tanky. He is going to get rooted up. BDD on the flank here. Very nice angle, but they are going to spot him. The engage comes in from Doran. Aiming is kind of just out of their pace. Mikhails comes in. A big sweep from Faker. But the wallets are so heavy as Owner gets the Elder Drake. They're down 13K. How are they winning?
There's no way. There's no way.
He just killed Aiming. There's no way. Okay, Owner's just going in, and BD will be able to get away, but...
The base.
Why is T1 allowed to do this?
How is this happening? What does this mean?
This is so dumb. How are
Our objective bounty is a thing right now. They just got Elder.
So they take down mid turret. That's 800 more gold going over to T.
Look at their scoreboard. Look at their scores. No one even has 2 kills in their team, right? How is it? They're 3 and 7. Their team is 3 kills to 17. What Perfect's backdooring? Someone needs to answer what is going on.
And Faker got interrupted there. This inhibitor is definitely going down. So props to Perfect for making it interesting here. You know, KT don't have enough of a lead. So need to resort to some shenanigans. He's going for a second inhibitor here. Faker's still trying to clear the wave.
What is going on?
Far behind that it didn't matter for so long.
Backdoors. Doran, watch out!
Well, he can't hear you, Dan, but it's okay. He's going to Grim Deliverance his way out. We got a TP coming in, and he's got 2 reses available. As now they're trying to take a fight here. Pace does not care about Cuz right now. Has to flash away. And now in the 2v2 on the bottom side, Flash comes in on a Faker. He's getting pretty low. Go Sonya's! And Perfect wants that knock. Down goes BDD! As his Sonya's ended second, so they're able to time the damage and take him down. And now the T1 Baron is looking pretty good. We got TP coming out here from Doran because Faker just died. Oh, please, Owner. It is what it is,
it is.
And now they're just going to run towards the Elder, spawning in 5. But we have a flank coming out here. They're trying to actually win with this flank and maybe try to get on top of Peas, but I don't know if they can. Doran trying to get away, and I think he's just going to go down. There it is. They're looking for the flank. The Wild Growth comes out. Perfect flash from the side of Pace, who's kiting it out. And now KT have to back away. This Aphelios too scary. And they want to set up on the Elder.
Oh my god, what is happening in this game? Also, perfect. Nearly, you know, T1 got an Elder and couldn't end the game. But will KT be able to end the game off the back of this? I don't know. They just missed us. I mean, okay, I didn't think. Yeah, he did
with
smite.
McHale's, with Lulu, level 18, shields
They're
for
just
days.
going to get triple inhibbed.
Yes, they are going to get triple inhibbed.
Okay, that's not good. But the Super Minion's going to take a while to come in. Pays.
He wants to try to engage on aiming, who does have his flash, and Pays does not. So that's what they were looking for. The peel back here on a perfect. He's going to have to dash away.
Okay,
and eventually this Elder is going to, it's going to time out. 45 seconds. I don't think they can end the game.
I don't think the Super Minions get here before. I mean, they're pretty fast. They might touch just before the Elder times out. Oh, it's tight timing.
All right, they're trying to make it a game here because it's just going to go down. Just gets burned as he tries to engage straight into an Aphelios and just dies. And now we got a flash on in the engage as the Aphelios ult is going to miss, but Ghost is also going to miss. BDD goes Sonya's on the backside. He can't do the damage. Pace is alive. And now Doran is killing, aiming in the back line. Who goes into the GA? And now they just keep one guy at home and they end the game.
They just won this Elder. How are they winning this game? They're still not ahead in gold. They just equalized. The kill score is 9-18. What is this game?
I cannot believe what we're seeing here. BDD's got his hand on his head. I think he knows. They have one cannon minion in there and they can just tank it.
I think
they just end.
To take away the lesson from this game, it's a clean ace. It's a clean game. And it is what it is.
It's a clean 2-0. Nothing to see here. T1 take down KT.
R is the more safer pick because you will just tend to have a favorable lane matchup, but it feels more stable. You're that more solid frontliner. And they already have a lot of AP. Oh, they are trying to set up here.
Yeah, the timing on this gank, just as we're discussing this, the flash comes in, Renekton and Talia is there, and so is the shock blast from miles away. Rich is just dead.
Okay.
Already had flash. There's first blood given over to Scout.
Yeah, nice pickup there. Didn't even need to use the Weaver's Wall. Now, Hands overstepping a little bit, but should be able to fight them off. And this is Dragon picked up for DRX in return. And after 30 minutes, every wave's missing a caster, which means, because people are used to like the same number of minions in a wave.
We're going so aggro here again with the Dominus. I think Rich is just fine.
Yeah, he's fine. So I can continue my point, is what you're trying to say.
No, you can't. No. You has to ult away, but Tails is running him down. The barrier is there. And the flash comes out finally, but it's too late because the damage has been done.
No.
Not if you're really far behind at 30 minutes.
What do you mean?
Well, like Ondel tries to pretend to be a caster minion after 30 minutes, right? When they're removed.
Yeah.
But they've already lost the game.
Oh, right,
No.
yeah. I mean, if they've already lost the game at 30 minutes.
Well, here's the setup from DRX. This is what we wanted to see, and King will get punished.
Okay, they find a play. Yeah, I feel like, you try and make a... It's like when you try and maybe like a little point just about little minion Nico changes, and then stuff happened, and I'm like,
yeah,
what even was the point of me saying this? Yeah, just disrespecting the ult power from the Inara. It's a huge power spike. I feel like kind of akin to Zeri.
Maybe they have their own lasers.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, we're trying to make a play here with Ghost Alistair. In comes Lehens, forces the flash. He is Alistair, so he's just going to press R and get out. Meanwhile, another 1v1, and this time Gio doesn't have flash. He's just dead. There's no getting out of that. And he just put himself in that position. He's just dead again. And now Scout is here. He's going to get the knockback all by himself. And Yukal, no flash. He used it earlier against Ghost Alistair. That's 2 kills for Nomshim. And Ondil barely gets away. Nomshim are running this map.
This should,
Okay, Scout. He's here to send a message.
HP. Oh, so close to finding Andal there. But yeah, that really shouldn't have happened. Jivu going down the first time. The second time, a little unforgivable at this point. So there's this neat feature with Kai'Sa. You can actually ult to join fights, so you don't need to walk into the river and face check. Yeah, it's pretty neat. So you could do that instead.
Well, they're trying to steal the red buff. Not going to be successful yet, but Ondil going to get a 3-man knockup. The follow-up is there as well. The Fine goes in. The damage not quite layered, and Taeun survives basically forever. And finally, Jiu going to press that R button and does get the shutdown just to immediately die. As now the wall is coming down, Sponge and Scout do one more. Then double engage comes in from Lahens, gets both of them, knocks him down with the stun. And Noshim are just rolling them here. The top laners still top laning.
But I think Jace is like the only farming jungler that we're really seeing. Obviously he's been banned a ton, so we're not really actually seeing him played that much. But you know, there is some play of stuff like Ambessa, or you just lose the fight. And like they're starting the dragon now, but Rich's Mega just timed out. So
Mega just timed out. The Rift Herald is dropped in mid.
That's a huge shock blast.
And there's a wall coming. So Yukal chunked out. It comes down to just an easy smite for Sponge, as Willer was not there. Now he's going to be going in. We got the flank coming in from Ondil. They do take out Sponge, but what about the rest of them? Taeun just dying on the left side by himself. Kind of out of reach of the rest of this team, and now Scout and Kingen trying to put 2 and 2 together and do enough damage in a 3v5, which is honestly kind of close. Willer here on the right side. It looks like he might be isolated, and maybe a little bit of food here for the side of Noshim to pick up, but no, just the dragon for them.
Yeah, honestly, all things considered, they didn't get the dragon, but the fight itself was pretty good.
Like, he can farm faster now, so
yeah,
he can get his items faster, so it helps him do stuff like that. A couple of turrets are going to go down here for Noshim. They just take DRX's turrets just like that. And now we got a deep TP coming in here from
this is a Meganar.
He's pretty far away from the rest of his team, but he's got a Kaisa. They're trying to burst down Sponge, and they will be able to do it. And again, Taeun is left by himself, and he has to flash the boomerang. Meanwhile, Scout's just in the top lane pushing.
See, they get the flash from Taeun, which I think honestly is one of the bigger takeaways from this play. Because even though the kill on Sponge is nice, it doesn't really translate to that much. It's just gold. And again, gold's never bad, but they can't really get much in terms of objectives. But the flash from Taeun, I think, is really the tangible thing that you're going to look to in that next dragon fight. So I like the TP. I like the setup from DRX, and I like that they got a summoner since Andal has his flash. I think Willers is going to be back up as well. So
we got a little play here on a Scout, who is all by his lonesome on the bottom side, doesn't have his flash, and even that little shield's not going to help against the 2 of them.
That was a big shutdown, though. Very fast.
Yeah.
But does mean you're lacking the Nash.
They have a lot of damage on this Nasher, though. As now the engage comes in, Sponge is late for the smite, and the engage from Ondil gets Sponge again! And Taeun, once again, they don't quite have the damage, though. They might be able to finally take him down, even through the exhaust. Jiu will take him out. Scout now, we're going to take down Jiu, and it looks like Kingen on the flank will be able to take down Jiu. But still, a Baron did go over to DRX. They're going to force that flash away from Yukal. And the biggest thing here, I think, even besides the Baron, though, is that Noshim might just get this free and
Noshim will run Infernal Soul point. And with Infernal Soul, with a Jace,
even if he keeps
very
dying.
relevant. And gold is nice, but souls do feel very threatening, especially an Infernal Soul in a game like this. So you see DRX trying to get control of the river right now. Summoner check. Do you see Scout's flashes down?
Oh, these guys do not have their flashes as they're getting engaged on by Lahens and his Alistair. And very tanky is Yukal on the rise. They're going to fight Sponge again. This Jace cannot survive for any amount of time. As now the damage isn't going in onto Jiu. He has that angle on the back line and just absolutely decimates them. We do have now the Realm Warp to come on in. Ondil says hello. Lands the root and dies, but he did his job as Lahens sticks around as well, and it's an ace for DRX. So he tries to auto once and instantly dies.
Yeah.
And it just feels like he's always in range of the Vi ult, and outside of the one shock blast, he's not doing a whole lot except dying. And Jiu goes in, gets the bait with the Zhonya's. I don't know if it's going to pay off, though, as they try to turn. He's able to flash out of there, and he gets the kill onto the Renekton as well. As now we got the Realm Warp follow-up, and it looks like Scout is not long for this world. Gets taken out at least Sponge is able to push the wave, as it looks like mid lane is not going to be where DRX will get their push.
That was such a crazy engage from Jiwoo. And you know what? Sometimes great engages. He was treading that line and making it work, right? Baited so many cooldowns, and the rest of the team were there to follow. He did end up going down, I think, clipped by Sponge.
It's giving you permission.
This time you have Flash as well, so extra permission to do
Zonya's not up yet, though.
Hit a W. Good. No, Zonya's not up. Yeah, you're correct. Wait for Zonya's and then do
soon.
it.
And now Kingen, I mean, they do so much damage, he just has to engage. It's a smart idea, but now this ult is going in on the Taeyoon, and he's just taken out immediately. Jiwoo does insane damage at this point and takes out Scout, and I think it is just too far gone at this point. DRX are rolling them now, even after that very one-sided slow start.
Early on, and he is just finding angle after angle. This game was in a terrible state. Again, not even close to the biggest throw. It has been a problem that they just haven't been able to resolve. Willer just presses the R button, and Taeyoon can't play the game.
Yeah, it really is that simple. If they were farther behind and the threats were actually threatening, then yeah. As, okay, this time Willer is kind of in a rough spot. Ondel goes in by himself. This is not the cleanest fight, but at least they get punched, and again, Taeyoon just melts. And, yeah, he's just gone. I don't think Scout can do nearly enough. DRX are just way too far ahead. They absolutely roll them. They might just end the game.
It looks like it just doesn't even matter how the fight starts. DRX are all going to just fly in and win the fight. They are just all on the same page. It's just see champion, kill champion, right? Anyone who shows up in front of them is a target, and they will just take them down. And DRX, they bounce back. They had a pretty significant 4,000 gold deficit, but they know what that composition needs to do, and they're going to make it work.
Yeah.
It's like you're just standing there watching until someone stands next to terrain. You just literally just laser focused until the Callisto hops a little. This is the place where you can defend against this, and Willer's here.
Willer's here.
You don't need to do this, I'm just going to say.
Well, they're going to send it. Jiwoo, he gets that barrier. He is going to get knocked up, and there it is, first blood. 2 kills for the Callisto. Sponge also survives from all the turret shots he also took here. Okay. Willer not able to do it. Can get a dragon off of this.
I think the only way... I think he's probably just dead. I think he's just dead.
Yep, flash on in for the engage just to make 100% sure. That's a good idea for Ondel to roam. As long as Jiwoo is not getting dove.
Yeah, he's lacking the buckler support right now, so...
Everybody already knows. We do have a Pantheon in a little bit of trouble here. Willer against 3. We do have Ondel and Nucal making their way over, but Willer already super low. And so Nucal and Ondel didn't really want a full commit there.
Yeah, that was a bit of a freebie.
From this OB.
Doesn't Garen do that as well? Where's Garen's skins? Oh.
Maybe Garen did get skinned, but Taeyoon is in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, that looked painful.
It looks like they're going to get the Chemtech Drake.
I mean, they're a little bit ahead, but it's just not sizable. It's a little worrying.
It's going to be Hextech Soul. It is.
Oh.
There you go.
Wow, good job.
I can see the future. Try your best not to die. Make sure you kill the enemies, not your own teammates, and try to get their inhibitors.
Oh, what?
Okay. All right, we got another TP coming in, actually.
Oh, they really want them.
They really want to get in here. Nucal is in, and there's really no more room for them to run, as there were deep wards behind them, and they absolutely got
Herald. They do get played spot. Yeah.
They deny farm from Taeyoon.
And they actually don't even get Herald, so that's pretty worth.
I'd say absolutely worth. And DRX now more than 1,000 gold ahead. Scout.
Also, you have to remember the extra factor. It's about sending a message. Oh, and they did get Fierce Tower. That's pretty big.
They sent a message. Cataclysm is going to come in. Ondel does not have flash, but he is popping. So he's going to send Lehens back to the Shadow Realm and just be on his merry way. I guess they didn't expect that deep ward.
Where was the bailout?
We got a little 1v1 here. Kingen is going all in onto Rich. And he's taking a whole bunch of damage. The Grim Deliverance does come in. And meanwhile, we got a fight here in the top river over the Rift Herald as Jiwoo gets in there and does a ton of damage, but now puts himself in a bad spot against Scout. And now in the 1v1, we are going to see Rich does win that, as going back in on a Nucal, he gets burst down. Willer goes in by himself, and that is never going to work out. As Ondel, trying desperately to be useful, puts up a steadfast presence, doesn't do a whole lot. But yeah, Nongshim Feeling pretty good about that top side fight, at least.
Yeah, good on the top side, but it feels really bad that your top laner got solo killed by Gwen effectively twice, right? You know, died, rezzed, died again. It's now a 3-0-1 Gwen who has a 2,000 gold lead. Look at the gold differences between lanes. Rich is Pantheon, but not really.
Okay, well, they're trying to kill Scout here once again in the side lane. Lehen's trying his best with a hostile takeover to help
that
him.
Ult was just kind of like, now kiss, you know?
Now kiss. And now we got the engage here on Ondil. He's in a rough spot, honestly. He doesn't have his flash. Willer's as well. Does get the ult off, but Taeyun is here. The shield is up. Willer trying to continue this fight, and now Rich, who is gigantic, is trying to take on this Kalista, and the return of the team does come in, but the Needles get him after the bailout. At the end of the day, though, Nongshim do have control over this Drake. Should be able to take it down for Soul Point.
Yeah, I mean, it's super scrappy, but Nongshim managed to get the dragon, and that's the main thing. Taeyun getting a lot of value on this Kalista. And these fights, I just feel like struggling to really get the consistent damage down for DRX. You know, Taeyun took so long to go down.
But it's still the best soul in the game. And, okay, we got a little all-in here from Scout, who might regret his decision. Takes a bajillion damage. Just the bailout, though, as Lehens gets there. And yes, Willer will shut him down, but it's going to be a 2-for-1 in favor of Nongshim.
Oh, and Kingen stopped the TP.
Yeah, he did.
I'm not sure Rich would have wanted to follow that TP. As strong as he is, he would have just TP'd into 3 people. But still, I think Kingen made the right call in the moment.
Got caught, and he used steadfast presence late. He was low, he left, and then like Rich eventually got there. As now Scout, he's really not enjoying his existence here in the side lanes, as continuously getting ganked. DRX will not let lower level than Sponge.
Yeah, he is not so. Ooh. There's a TP coming in. Yeah.
All right, just flash and press R. That's better.
Why not?
No needles available here for Rich, so eventually, even in the mist, he's trying to do his best and pummel down Sponge, but I think it's just a little bit too much.
That works. Just do that. You know, we'll pretend he didn't mess up the flag and drag combo.
That's fine.
That wall's really long anyway. Yukal now level 13 though, you know, making some progress. Just hasn't. Oh, they're just starting Baron.
We got Coach Flash from DRX as well. We got a one-on-one here. Scout in a bit of trouble. Yukal going all in as the flash comes out. But meanwhile, Nongshim going for this dragon, taking a ton of burst and poke damage, rather. And this engage from Lehens is not going to work out. The hostile takeover does hit onto Willer and catches the 2 of them. And now Taeyun with the bailout on the left side should be able to take out Gio, and there it is, but immediately dies afterwards. That's the 3rd time that's happened. So they're really trying to spread this one out and tear Nongshim apart, who just wants to stick together like a team.
See Yukal threatening on the flank, and Rich too. If they can get a pincer here, it could be so devastating.
You can see that Nongshim knows about this. They don't want to commit, as the ult is going to hit nobody from the poppy. They're trying to isolate Taeyun, though, on the left side, and no bailout comes out. He's just dead. That's no AD carry for Nongshim now. Kingen in a rough spot is going to go into that passive Sponge. Can't really do all this by himself, though. They're trying to get on top of Rich, but he just flashes the wall, and the knock into the wall here from Ondil is huge. 880 gold goes over to Yukal, and they should get this dragon.
Yeah, able to stop the soul coming through. So much damage done by Rich, and I think Lehens was inside the Kalista ult, so couldn't use the bailout on Taeyun. Too many sporadic Baron starts in this game. Oh, we are seeing
the dragon.
There was like 7 pings that came in like a second there.
Well, we're going to have this Poppy ult hit something as the Jarvan goes flying, and now they're going for the engage. The hostile takeover is going to get Ondil, but not this Gwen, as Lehens is trying to peel against the Gwen. Nobody can deal damage to Rich. He's getting low. Finally, they do take him out, and he was the main member that they were looking for, but Yukal able to get 2. We're going to pick up a bit more, and finally that Bruiser Corki does go down, as 80 carries are out of the fight, and Willer kind of by his lonesome here on the top side. Eventually, he should be going down.
You know, honestly, a lot of discipline from both 80 carries to not end up flashing. It's actually DRX who maintain a ton of summoner spell economy for this next Soul fight. Soul, I think Nongshim are fine.
They haven't even started it yet, and this Soul is already gone.
Will is not up, and he doesn't have ult.
Yeah.
So just a job and throwing a flag can just like slow down a whole team. It's
steal your Gromp. Yeah, Ondo's got to be careful about, okay, they're trying to TP flank actually, so enough about being careful. They just want to get on into Scout, and he's going to get supremely low, but they take out Jiwoo on the backside of that fight, and they get Rich. And it's really only UCal that is a damage dealer that's left here on the side of DRX. As Notion, they don't get everyone, but they get enough to go for this Baron.
Yeah, I think they're good with the outcome. DRX try and force this aggressive fight. It just doesn't pay off.
That just felt a little bit too forced. I mean, the TP was coming in, Willer was going head first, but you're right in the center of them.
You do that, they're pinging it out.
I don't know.
Yeah, there we go.
But they got to get multiple angles against the Renata specifically, as Willer's going to go in. He's got a shield right in front of him, and Kingan's going to zone the rest of the team and nearly just take out Jiu all by himself. Jiu has to barrier and flash, and he's still going to go down. Bit of a disaster, but DRX tried their absolute hardest to make a fight work. And Notion say, we are just better at this point in time. As Rich, not even that far ahead anymore. Kingan was able to catch up by this point in the game. And with that, they should be able to push spot and win this one.
Yeah, Scout did a great job in this one, keeping UCal at bay, not letting him approach on the flank, keeping him accountable. And also Lehens with the Renata getting so much value in these fights. So they will be able to equalize the series. A scrappy game again. We're going to be 1-1 between these two and taking us to the game 3.
UCal gonna try his best. Here comes Zondil, but no ults and no health bars anymore. Down will go the Nexus. Notion brings us to a game number 3.
Bard, but a lot of skirmishing power. Also, once you land the stun, you're getting trapped, right? Underneath that immediately.
Yeah.
So, it definitely feels like Notion want to play. I'm going all out. And he's like, huh?
He's a bit confused.
He's like, dude, we're just supposed to auto each other for grass.
You know, maybe because nothing's happening, we'll actually get a listen in. Okay, burn the flash, nicely done. Avoids the Braum gank.
Yeah. Oh.
And now Taeyeon actually is going to get stunned up. The second shot does miss, but the fourth does. Okay, they're going to set it up. And that was very sad. I think he's just dead. It doesn't really matter, but, you know, it made him look a little silly. Yeah. Willer is going to pick up first blood.
Oh, they'll pick up there. Oh, did see something go on mid in the replay.
UCal no
wow,
flash.
UCal is very dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ain't no escaping that one.
A tool which can be utilized for good rather than evil. And
you still going with that for evil line.
You know, they should use it, I would say. The Sponge is in a little bit of trouble here. Lehens is getting in there, though, and is going to land the stun on a Willer, who maybe did go a little bit too far. But they get the kill with the Shockwave, and Taeyeon from miles away is able to take down Willer. It's a little bit of a trick.
He's not going to have that much AP on the tracks.
It would feel pretty bad to lose those, I think, because maybe we're trying to kill Sponge again. This is looking like a replay, although UCal is getting engaged on Sponge. Very much isolated, but now he's got Lehens coming on over as Taeyeon is just in there. He just dies like he was in the banana brush behind enemy lines, and that means that DRX is going to pick up a double kill. Nice little try from Ondil to land the double stun there. Not quite going to work out. UCal having a lot of protection here, and with the help of Ondil, she'll be able to chase down Lehens. Ondil just doesn't want to take the kill, and he won't have to. As a nice little fight goes the way of DRX.
Scout did so much there to try and turn it around. Like, this fight would have been so doomed if he had not gotten this insane value here to turn it around and get 2 kills. And they actually managed to get back on the map and get the dragon. So, Scout clutching this fight out, ultimately, able to find massive value.
Oh, trying to set up here. We got 2. A little bit caught, but again, there's so much to get through, but Sponge is kind of left by his lonesome in the front. Lehens not able to block for him. A little bit overextended were Nongshim after the fight. Well, after the dragon, I should say.
Yeah, definitely think they should have just backed away as soon as possible, but an overstay leads to them getting punished. Yeah, Herald pretty gone. We will see Taeyeon able to push the wave out, so they won't immediately be able to slam it mid with a wave. Is DRX with an edge in terms of gold, but still close in this game.
He's got Storm Razor. We're trying to get on top of Lehens. I feel like Ondil has ult every 2 seconds. Like it's always up. and they're throwing everything into this Braum, but Gnomeshim are just really not grouping together as a team. It's well, over and over like these individual picks. Now it's a double kill for UCal. We had multiple double kills for Willer, and now pretty easily see that one. As, yeah, UCal gonna be slowed up here. Doesn't have his flash, actually. Nice little shockwave, but even Exhaust gonna be utilized trying to get him down. They give the kill and the shutdown gold over to Scout, who's now 4-1. Still behind UCal, funnily enough.
For UCal, so he's very strong on this spike. I'm not sure if Scout is close to second item. No, they're fighting it. Okay. Okay, they did get the Rylai's in. Sponge is a lot weaker than Willow, though.
And the TP just to get engaged on, and the setup here is gigantic once again. Scout has a nice 1v1 versus Gio, though, who is out of the fight. But we got Rich kind of going insane mode on this backline in the actual fight. As it looks like they will eventually take out King, and Scout does get another kill, though. 5th for him. And the Chemtech Drake, of course, did go to DRX.
It's like they're late there, so like I initially thought they weren't going to contest it because they were so low.
Not the best. UCal is topping the damage charts, and it's not like he's playing it to tank Rek'Sai or anything. As now we get another engage onto Lahens, who is just out in the middle of nowhere, just dies to Willer, who is not going to stop there, continues to chase, and even gives the kill over to UCal, who's now on a killing spree himself. I mean, DRX are just set up for the actual carries, and the Jhin himself is in a not bad spot.
Also, he's gone LDR seconds. He actually has good pen.
He's doing damage. It's actually happening. And here we go. The setup comes in once again with the Jax and the Orianna, maybe this time a little bit too deep, as Sponge was actually able to zone for the rest of the team as well, and Scout does barely live.
Yeah, that's not a good trade. Willer overstepping a little bit there, and the big shutdown given over.
But they did the cool combo, Ox.
Yeah. Okay, here's the Jhin ult.
It's a zoning ult. Just gonna push them back. Gets them the turret. It actually does have value here.
Yeah, not the most damage, not the best value ultimate, but, you know, DRX able to push forward and force them away.
Hell?
Okay, good peel.
It's okay, Rich is here. It was all a bait. No, Rich has to flash. That's pretty unfortunate. A bit of a mistake. UCal did not see the cupcake on the ground.
I will say saving the Orianna flash pretty massive there. So credit to Rich. Kingen
is just all over the place. Like, what are we doing? We got a TP coming in now again. And Rich is like, yeah, hello. They still have Baron, by the way.
I mean, and also you'll just take it, right?
Yeah.
Function unable to contest. And it's definitely an uphill battle from this point, able to make it in here. Like contest.
Scout is so much of their damage, and he doesn't have his ult anymore, and Sponge is so far behind. Like, look at this. He can't even approach. He's getting killed from miles away by the Jhin. Showing some value here. As now trying to go in onto Kingen. He is very tanky, and they fully peel off of the Baron. So, to be honest, not the most value there on the turn from DRX.
Getting chunked, though, by the Baron is the thing. So, even though they obviously chunk out Kingen, it ends up in a situation where they can't really continue the Baron either.
Yeah, it's not
great.
It's
so hard to do Baron, I feel, on this season. Unless you get like an actual meaningful advantage in terms of kills. I think they're probably just looking towards Soul as they're clearing some vision around the Baron. But I just feel like Willer's so ready just to jump in.
Oh! Well, if nobody gets in front of the Jhin, you're going to have some problems. As now, once again, the Bard ult is in there. The exhaust on the Willer, though. The combo isn't there. They don't have the damage. There's a flash away and a big shuffle on it, too. Gets UCal immediately. And Gnomeshim are not out of this game yet. As here on the backside, you see that GA into the trap you were talking about.
Headshot!
And the headshot does come in, double kill, but it is still 3-on-3. Rich still doing quite a lot. Taehoon actually hit by the 4th shot. But still winning this one is Gnomeshim. And let's see where they decide to go. Will they risk a Baron? I wonder.
I think you go Dragon, I think you go Baron. But Scout just refusing to lose this game. This is the man possessed. The shuffle was massive. And you know, I was saying, I don't know if the GA is really going to be punished here. Oh, the knock-up.
Well, they're just going to come in here and face check and hope they can win in the 2v3. Doesn't look very likely, based on what we're seeing here, although they're gonna get away. And Gio is kiting this one out pretty well, but he does get straight up ulted by the Scion. As another missed stun from King, but it just does not matter. And that's a shutdown. Some extra gold for Taehyun. Look at that, he's 2,500 ahead. He is so fed in this game now.
He got a lot of gold from that. No flash from Willer, but he can't leap over the wall.
Oh, they're going for the ult on in with the Scion. They want UCal. They're not going to get it. And Kingen is pulled over, but this guy is so tanky right now. He is flashing on top of UCal. They desperately want to take out this Orianna. They're not going to have it.
So much committed there, but unable to find the Orianna, and Ju is now back. This game's gotten so scrappy. Nongshim trying to force their advantage, but don't find it. I think they have to back away now. Taehyun's doing a lot of damage, that is for sure, but so a lot of people in this game.
Yeah. Feels like maybe they're just going to look for the scout ult angle once again as they're engaged. We talked about how there's not a lot of engage. Oh, Willer, not like this, buddy. Oh, no, he is going to be able to hop away, but that is a super low jungler, and now you just start the Baron.
Yeah, I think he's just too low to get in for the smite, so they'll start it up.
The giant wave in top lane, too. It feels like an Ocean have control right now. And it's okay, we are going to get the Bard ult down, but there's just no smite. Azandil doesn't have it either, and that is just going to be the smite down pretty late, actually. Went down to like 600 there, but still able to get it done.
Oh, Willer's coming back over, so they're just kind of force their way out here. You can't have
Okay, it's going to cast Sponge. That's not what you're looking for. And there's the scoop on a UCal, but the damage a lot slower and immediately goes down Scouts. As Rich, he's kind of going in alone, though. That's not going to work out. A couple of kills go to Nongshim after the fact.
Again, Scout with the clutch plays. He trades his life for UCal, but he doesn't block damage. Yeah. There's the W from Kingen, there's the shield from the Hens, there's the ult from Sponge. Sponge is not very useful, but he can press his ultimate, and that buys time.
He's doing his job. It's not the flashiest job, but it's fine. Okay, they're going to catch Taehyun. They're going to catch Taehyun, and the front line, he gets shockwaved and killed! And DRX are right back in it. Sponge is just dead as well, and now the Jhin is opening up. Willer is unkillable, and he's going to hop on top of them, and immediately Nongshim are falling like a house of cards, as it looks like Kingen will also be taken out. And just like that, TP in the mid lane, DRX have their eyes set on the mid lane.
And that's game, that's enough. And you look at the summoner spells, Taehyun's flash has just come back up. He only needed just a matter of 15 seconds for that summon to become available, and DRX pounced on the opportunity. Andal finds the window on this bot again and punishes this Fed carry. Lehen's the last one alive. 13 seconds on the Caitlyn. I don't think it's enough.
Just a wild day of games, and it ends with this one. We thought we knew who was throwing, but it was thrown right back. An excellent play from DRX to pull it right back. And there you go. They take their first victory of the LCK.